With international criticism growing, Israel announced steps over the weekend to ease aid access into Gaza. But the World Food Programme said it was not getting the permissions it needed to deliver enough aid since Israel began humanitarian pauses recently. Mounting evidence shows that widespread starvation, malnutrition, and disease are driving a rise in hunger-related deaths. Also, experts state that famine thresholds have been reached for food consumption in most of the Gaza Strip. While at the same time, politicians in the US and Britain are becoming more vocal about this humanitarian crisis as it continues.
This morning, the global impact of the desperation in Gaza, where the pause to let some aid in continues, but the hunger is severe. Yesterday, an airdrop of aid landing in the sea. Palestinians risking their lives for a taste of food. The Israeli government has said there is no starvation and said Hamas is behind the pain in Gaza.
Who is responsible for this tough reality? I answered, this is Hamas.
On his trip abroad, President Trump has spoken out. Yesterday, discussing the First Lady's reaction.
She thinks it's terrible. And those are kids, whether they talk starvation or not, those are kids that are starving.
Saying the U.S. sent $60 million for food aid and will soon open its own food centers in Gaza.
We're going to get a lot of money to the area so they can get some food.
While home in the U.S., political fallout is growing. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, a Trump ally, writing, "It's the most truthful and easiest thing to say that October 7th in Israel was horrific and all hostages must be returned. But so is the genocide, humanitarian crisis, and starvation happening in Gaza." Israel has denied the accusation of genocide, but other Republicans disagree with Greene, and many, while condemning the hunger, say Hamas is at fault.
You've got a terrorist group like Hamas operating in that region. They're going to intercept and divert a lot of that food aid that's going in there.
Yesterday, 40 Senate Democrats sending a letter to the Trump administration pushing for more aid.
Very, very disappointing. The Netanyahu government has choked off humanitarian aid since virtually the very beginning, but most brutally recently.
While tensions continue to be high, at a town hall in Illinois yesterday, Democratic Congressman Bill Foster repeatedly interrupted by audience members against the war. And in Gaza, the fighting crossed a grim threshold yesterday. Palestinian health officials said 60,000 people have been killed since Hamas's October 7th terror attacks in 2023. And yesterday, the United Kingdom said it will recognize Palestinian statehood unless Israel agrees to a ceasefire by September and improves the humanitarian situation in Gaza. That would make the UK the second G7 country to offer that recognition.